we are now moving on to footnotes and endnotes. What is footnote and what is endnote? And why do we need them? What is the purpose of having them in a document? See, whenever you are creating any document in Microsoft Word, whether you are creating a project, whether you are creating a thesis, whether you are making a brochure, whether you are writing some, in fact, even if you're writing a letter, even a simple letter that you write, a footnote is a very important aspect. And also endnote. Endnote is used generally when a document is large in size. मतलब 4, 5, 6 pages होगा तो endnote का जरूरत पड़ेगा. But if it's a letter with a single page or maybe 2 pages, you should have a footnote. Now it says a letter में footnote क्या है भाई? And why do I need a footnote in a letter? See what happens. People write letters, they type letters and they say चलो यार लेटर टाइप कर दिया, अब उसको प्रिंट करके भेज देते हैं. And in the letter they are mentioning a company known as TCS, or they'll mention Reliance Industries Limited as RIL. Now I'll tell you one thing. Suppose I've written a letter, there this the project happening at RIL Chennai, करके लेटर बना के भेज दिया. Now, what is RIL? How do I know what is RIL? You tell, अरे RIL नहीं मालूम. Sir, RIL everybody knows. Reliance Industries Limited. अरे क्यों भाई जरूरी है क्या? RIL can be some other company also, no? Does it have to be Reliance? Same way, TCS. Does it have to be TCS? No. When I use an abbreviation of a particular company name, understand how copyright laws work also. If I use TCS in a letter, Tata Consultancy Services does not have a copyright on TCS. You have to understand that. TCS can be anything else. It can be any other company. It could be having T as the first letter, C as the second letter, S as the third letter. You can't stop him from doing that. He can't have Tata Consultancy Services as his name. Then, in copyright law, he is trapped. But otherwise, short forms you can use. So many Bata, BATA, Bata. Bata is Bata. Yeah? There can be so many companies which could be having Bata, could be anything. You see, Reliance Industries Limited can be called Reliable Industries Limited. What? Why can't it be called? I was dealing with Reliable Industries Limited. Who told you it is Reliance? आपने assume किया it is Reliance. So whenever you are using an abbreviation, a short form for a company name, your letter should always have a footnote. A footnote allows your letter to have more meaning and more purpose. People assume करते हैं ना, लोगों को आदत है, उसको तो मालूम होगा यार RIL इतना फेमस है, सबको मालूम है, but not necessarily. From your point of view, you may think everybody knows it, but it may not necessarily be the same. And from your point of view, you should give them the full form of the company name that you're using. Otherwise, it does not make sense to have this entire concept of footnote and endnote. Or even it doesn't make sense कि भाई मैंने assume किया कि आप Reliance की बात कर रहे थे. नहीं भाई, मैं तो Reliable Industry की बात कर रहा हूँ. I'm working with Reliable, not with Reliance. How will he know? So let's create a footnote. So suppose I've just opened any document for now. And here, let's say, wait, let me see, should I open this one or one? Which one wasn't telling us to open? Term paper one. Yeah. See. So इस document को मैंने खोला है term paper 1. इधर I've got somewhere over here, anywhere I'll find if I've got a short form of any letter, and I think there is a short form of one particular word called HAL. There's a short form and HAL. So I've got this HAL written over here, and now HAL can mean anything. So I want to give a footnote. So I place my cursor near HAL and I go into, अब HAL का full form चाहिए, I will go and say insert footnote. We insert footnote here. Automatically you'll realize there's a black color line which has come up, and under that there is 1 written. And I will paste the full form of that company name over here. This is the name of that company, HAL. Now, when I go next to HAL, you will find the 1 is there. Can you see the 1? I place my mouse over there. Look at that. The full form of the company name is appeared. See how nice it is. Now you understand how useful it is. Like this, एक बार एक HAL को दे दिया, going forward, if I have HAL written in the next paragraph, people know what it is. I don't need to do it for every HAL. एक को दे दिया, काम हो गया. Full form is, person is aware. And instead of typing a full form in the letter, I just made it a footnote. At the end of my letter, person will be able to see this footnote. And this footnote number is over here, 1, which gives me the full form of the short form. This is what is footnote. Very important and a very useful tool in Word. This is what is now. A lot of times, like for example, HAL is continuing in many places of my document. So sometimes you feel like adding it at the end of the document. You don't want it after the first page. You want it right at the end. So मेरा जो first page है वहाँ disturbance नहीं चाहिए मुझे. All right. तो यहाँ से मैं निकाल दिया HAL. HAL is gone, and only Reliable Industries is there. So I kept only 1, so ये automatically 1 हो गया 2 के बदले. And I decide that my HAL should be a end note. This document has got 14 pages. So I want HAL का full form to appear page number 14 पे. ठीक है? So for that I will go to references and I will choose something known as insert endnote. I've come to page number 14 and you'll certainly realize it has got an alphabet A instead of a number. So endnotes are appearing as alphabets and footnotes are appearing as numbers. Right? Here I will put the full form of HAL. So HAL का full form is page number 14 के end पे. So wherever HAL was, right? And so scrolling so much, here it is. Right? ये देखो आ गया. A. See, full form is come. But the difference is that his full form is going to appear at the end. मतलब page number 14 पे आएगा. Whereas in case of footnote, it will appear at the end of the page. This is end of document, end of page. So I'm going back and let's look at it. So I taught you how to insert endnote, footnotes. Deleting it is simple. Just click there and press the delete button. It deletes it off. And then you realize that you want to give specific formats to this. For example, you want the endnote to be also like 1, 2, 3, 4. And you want the footnote also to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, but maybe different formats of it. So what we do is we go into our footnotes. Next to that we have a launcher. Last time I showed you all this. It's called a dialog box launcher. I click on it and it launches a dialog box allowing me to do some changes to it. So I say, यार, ये जो मेरा endnote है, उसका नंबर फॉर्मेट आप 1 2 3 कर दो, ये वाला रोमन वाला 1 2 3 स्मॉल 1 2 3 और अप्लाई कर दो, देखो चेंज हो गया. This instead of A is now become that I, like a small one. Then if I have another one, it will become 2, then 3, then 4. Same way, I can also change the format of my footnote. Footnote format 1 2 3 है. If I want, I can make this ABC. You can also have capital ABC and small ABCs. So this allows you to change the format of your footnote and endnote, depending on what you want to display along with your footnote and note. Alphabets display करना है या numbers करना है. Choice is yours. Question number 19, which is about bookmarks. So question number 19 talks about bookmarks. Bookmarks are again a very important aspect in Microsoft Word. Bookmark is nothing but basically jumping from one location of the document to the other. It's something like linking one file with the other. The same way here, people bookmark one document to a page within the document itself. That means inside the same document, I create a bookmark so that the person clicks somewhere and reaches down at the location. So let's understand how to create this bookmark. We go to brochure 10. And let's, there you go. So I've opened the document, brochure 10. And over here, I've got various different types of text information. I'll go to page number 5. Yeah. And I want to create a bookmark membership pricing per month. So I will select this text. And I want this to become a bookmark. I'll go to insert. And I will just click on bookmark. I have to give it a name. I give it the name membership pricing. And I'll say add. So bookmark got added called membership pricing in my document. All right. So this was the first thing we did to create a bookmark in our document. After I've created a bookmark, after I've created a bookmark, my next step is this particular bookmark which I created, membership pricing, has to be linked to some text on my first page. So see our membership pricing. I will select this. And I will go into something known as link. When I go to link, he asked me a place in this document. When I choose a place in this document, I say I wanted to go to membership pricing, which is a bookmark in my document. And I say, okay. See, our membership pricing has now become a link, which will take me from first page straight to the 5th page. To use a link, I will press Control key on my keyboard. As soon as I press Control key, my mouse becomes like a hand. Keeping Control key, if I release my Control key, it becomes normal again. Control दबाऊंगा, hand आ गया. Then I will just click it and it will jump straight to page number 5. This is how you can create a bookmark and then link it to any text on your document. So this was question number 19A. Now I'm coming to question number 19B. 19B says brochure 10, use the go to feature to go to the membership pricing bookmark in this document. Close any open dialog boxes when done. So now basically he's just telling me to go to a bookmark, to locate a bookmark in a document. So if I have brochure 10 and if I want to see how many bookmarks are there, I will just go to home button, and inside home button I will just go to find. There is go to. In the go to I've got bookmark, and here I've got all my bookmarks. I could have multiple bookmarks in my document. So if I want to see membership pricing, I just go there and click go to. It brings me to page number 5 where my bookmark is. Yeah, this is how you can go from one bookmark to the other in a document by using the go to feature. This is your citation and bibliography. Whenever we make any document in Microsoft Word, you need to have a bibliography. Bibliography is always at the end of the document. Just like how there is table of contents. As you can see, the next question is table of contents. So citation and bibliography is nothing but basically certain references or certain points that you have picked up from somewhere else. For example, I've got a file, और उस file में I've got some content, and वो content I've got from somewhere else. So I will insert a citation saying कि भाई ये XYZ जगह से मुझे ये reference मिला हुआ है. So let's understand it based on a practical example. I'll open this paper, term paper 2, and I'll explain to you what exactly they are trying to do over here. So I opened my term paper 2. ये मेरा document है. This document has got a lot of content, so many pages. And all this content that I've got, obviously I've not written it myself. I've got it from some reference books, some particular website, or some particular movie. You know, I could have got from anywhere this matter. So I'm going to define कि भाई मुझे ये matter कहाँ से मिला है. Okay, that's from where all have I picked up this matter. Very important to mention this in a document so that there is no copyright issue. नहीं तो copyright में आपने फंस जाता है if you don't mention these citations. So term paper 2, it says create a citation source. One minute, let me open the question. Create a citation source for a book entitled Space Odyssey, the making of a masterpiece. So he's telling me basically to create a citation, okay, for a book entitled Space Odyssey, making of a masterpiece. The author of the book is Michael Benson, and the year of publication is 2018. You cannot use a citation till you don't create one. Understand that also. भाई मुझे अगर रेफरेंस देना हो, पहले आप citation create करो, फिर उसका references जहाँ चाहिए वहाँ आप add कर सकते हो. Okay. People generally what they do, they do it manually. आदमी manually type कर लेता है. I picked it up from here, I picked it up from there. But this is the correct way of doing it. And I'll tell you why it's correct way of doing it. Okay. So first let's create one citation. So he says I have to give a title to a book, Space Odyssey, a making of a masterpiece. So I'm selecting this text. Okay. Let's go back to the document term paper 2. And I will go into something known as references. Inside references, I've got something known as manage sources. This is a place where I need to create a citation. Okay. इधर पहले ही एक citation है. Kubrick, Stanley, 2001, A Space Odyssey, 1978. पहले ही एक citation add किया हुआ. I want to add my own new citation. So I click on new after this. So it will tell me what do you want to add. Author कौन है, web page है, website है, what is it? I'll say it is a book. ठीक है भाई, book है. तो book का author होगा, book का title, हाँ भाई title है मेरे पास. So I put the title of the book. What was it? Making of a masterpiece. Sorry, making of a masterpiece. चलो. Author कौन था? Author was I think Michael Benson. So I'll put the author's name over here, Michael Benson. और क्या था इसमें? Year was 2001 था? क्या था? Year was 2018. चलो 2018 का year है. Okay. If I want, I can put shitty publisher. ये सब अभी नहीं डाल रहा हूँ. I'm just putting this much matter and I'm clicking OK to it. Automatically you realize इधर आ गया Benson Michael Space Odyssey, अपने आप लिख के आ गया ये. So my job is done. I've added a citation and I will just close it. This is how you can go on adding all your references. Book है, website है, कहीं से भी कुछ भी है, ऐसे add करते जाओ. Once your citation is ready, then comes the purpose of the citation. कहाँ add करना है, कौन सा para में add करना है, correct? So let's look at question B for that. Question B says, modify the citation source for 2001 A Space Odyssey. Change the year to 1968 and tag to KUB68. अब क्या हुआ? I realized कि जो मैंने डाला था वो wrong year डाल दिया. Citation तो बना दिया, but I realized that it was a wrong year. So I have to correct the year to 2000 to 1968. और जो उसका tag है, tag is a small little thing along with the citation. उसको मुझे करना है KUB68. ठीक है? So let's open this file. अब citation मैंने add किया है. Where will it be? It will be in managed sources. Under references, managed sources. ये मेरा citation आ गया. Benson. इसको मुझे edit करना है. Year को change करना है into 1968. और ये tag name है MIC18. इसको change करना है into KUB68 और इसको करना है ओके. फिर yes बोलना है. yes कर दिया. I've got the new name. You can see over here, Benson 1968 has appeared here instead of 2018. So my changes are done. I will close this. So I showed you how to create a new citation and I also showed you how to edit a citation. दोनों चीज मैंने आपको अभी दिखा दिया है. अभी मुझे citation implement करना है. So term paper 2, at the end of the last para on page 3, insert a citation of the book Michael Benson. तो मेरे को एक citation insert करना है on last para on page 3. So let's go to page 3. ये मेरे page 3 का last para है. Either he's telling me to insert a citation. I placed my cursor there. Reference के अंदर insert citation है. Which citation? I need to insert Benson वाला. ठीक है. ये आ गया Benson 1968. This is how the citation came. That means this particular paragraph has been taken from Benson 1968. This is how a citation is inserted. Now I'm coming to question number 4D. He says at the end of the last para, under the heading Literature Review on page 4, insert a new placeholder for a citation. Now, new placeholder, मतलब he doesn't know what has to be put inside that citation. बोलता है याद नहीं है मेरे को, मगर ये कहीं से तो मैंने लिया था. ये जो पैराग्राफ है, last paragraph under the heading Literature Review is taken from somewhere, but I don't know from where it is. So because I don't remember, I'm just going to put a placeholder. Temporary बोलते हैं ना कि भाई future में add करूँगा जब याद आएगा. So they put placeholders in case you don't know the citation right now. So I'm going to page number 4, last paragraph. ये वाला या ये वाला होगा. under literature review बोला था. अभी he is telling me to insert a placeholder here. So obviously when I go to insert citation तो उसमें तो placeholder है नहीं. यहाँ पे है add new placeholder. See, if you don't want to use these two, then you say add new placeholder. This placeholder can be given any name. For now I'm calling it placeholder 1 only and I'm inserting it. ये आ गया placeholder 1 bracket में. जब याद आएगा तो उसके अंदर लिख देंगे कौन सा citation है. Okay, that's how placeholders are inserted. They're temporary citations actually. So we go to question E. Insert a built-in bibliography at the end of the document in the space between the last paragraph and the endnote. Use the APA style for the bibliography. अब ये है सबसे important चीज. अब तक आपको मैंने citation दिखा दिया था, सब दिखा दिया था. अब जितने भी references है, I want all of them to automatically come as a bibliography. I don't want to physically type. I want it to automatically come. So to bring automatically a bibliography, okay, this is what we do. So we'll go to the last page. I'll place my cursor over here to the last page of term paper 2. And I will go simple to bibliography. उसके अंदर there are bibliography references works cited. I'll say bibliography. Style इधर है मेरे पास, APA है, Chicago है, अलग अलग स्टाइल है. APA रखता हूँ मैं and bibliography insert कर देता हूँ. Now see how neatly a bibliography has come. There you go. See, Benson M, 1968 Space Odyssey, master of making of masterpiece. This guy, director, 1978-2001, A Space Odyssey, motion picture. He mentions over here that this is from a part of a movie, and this is from a part of a book. See, table of contents again is an automatic process. It is not something that you can have to manually type. जितने भी आपके document के headings हैं, those headings automatically get converted to table of contents. So I'm opening a term paper 3 and just showing you first how this table of contents actually appears. We're in a blank page and I want to bring my table of contents for this document. जो देखो document नीचे पूरा typed है, ठीक है? I want to bring a table of contents. So I go to table of contents and I say automatic table 1 and I just click it. देखो automatically table of contents बन गया. Page numbers भी आ गए, headings भी आ गए. These were actually my headings in the document. ये देखिए ये headings है मेरे. Abstract is a heading. Your overview of 2001 is a heading. How I know? Because this black arrow is there next to the heading. If you remember, I told you all this. Heading can be collapsed and opened up. See? ऐसे collapse और open कर सकता हूँ. So this is your table of contents. How it got created. Now, after you have created a table of contents, you saw how we created it. Went to references, went to table of contents and chose automatic 1. After I've created table of contents, the next question that we have in front of us is to edit the table of contents. So, अगर आ गया table of contents, we want to show only 2 levels of headings in the table of contents, and I want to show the dots के बदले I want to show dash over there. So I'm going back to the file to show you how this change can happen. So after I select my table of contents, I go to table of contents and go to custom table of contents. When I go to custom table of contents, एक window आ गया है. Here I've got levels. Level मतलब heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. I say I want to show only, let's say heading 1. And I want to pick up a format from a template, for example. And I say मेरे को modern लेना हो. Okay, तो ये modern आ गया. This is a type of a template. If I don't take a template, then I have to choose from here. Instead of dots, I will choose dashes. And I'll say okay. Replace this, I'll say okay. और ये change हो गया. When I zoom it, you come to know. Dots have gone. Dashes have come. This is my table of contents, which I just now changed to level 1 and dashes have appeared. You know what's the beauty of table of contents is also this. These are all linked. Huh? ये पूरा आपका linked है table of content. आपको दिखाता हूं मैं. If I press Control on my keyboard, देखो हाथ आ गया. You can see there's a hand which has come. So I'll click on abstract. This works beautifully when you are doing what do we call it? A PDF. यहाँ पे नहीं हो रहा है, but generally click करके if I click तो हो जाता है. ये PDF में बनाएंगे तो it will work beautifully. You can just go here, press Control and click it, and it actually jumps to the particular page or the particular heading. ये automatic होता है ना? I don't create this. Once I make table of contents, these links get created automatically. Anyway, same way you can also update your table of contents. For example, अभी ये मेरा table of contents है. इसमें conclusion है, limitations है, discussion result है. Suppose somewhere down the road I add one more heading. I'll just add a heading to show you. यहाँ पे कहीं पे बीच में suddenly I realized कि यार ये research questions, research model results के पहले एक और heading डालना था. तो मैं टाइप करता हूँ पहले analysis और इसको heading में convert करता हूँ into heading 1 और ये मैंने एक और heading डाल दिया called analysis. अब मेरे table of contents में देखिए analysis नहीं होगा. See, there is no analysis. Because I added after the table of contents. So I'll go to my table of contents and I want the analysis to come here automatically. I will simply go to references and I'll say update table. Update page numbers? No, I want to update the entire table. Because my page numbers have not changed. The whole table has changed because there's a new heading. And I say okay. And there you go. Analysis aa gaya, dekho. The word analysis got added along with the page number where the word was put, analysis. That's the beauty of working with a table of contents, automatic feature of Word. It's the best way to work, very good, effective, and very convenient.